and it's really a pleasure for us to have so many participants in this program. I am grateful to the resource person who has taken time out and who's conducting this program. And I hope all of you gain from this program, and we will have many more such programs, which we hope will create a community of researchers to take forward, to kind of enhance the research output of our individual of ourselves individually and as a community. So thank you very much, Dr. Regina, and for this opportunity to say a few words. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your appreciation and for your motivation, sir. And now I take the privilege and I'm profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce a resource person of the session, Dr. Manish Kumar Srivastav, sir. And sir has completed his PhD from Department of Management Studies, IIT Delhi. Currently, sir is working as Professor of Marketing at School of Business and Management, Christ, Bangalore. With over 20 years of teaching and industrial experience, he has taught at work and worked closely with renowned management institutions in India. He was also invited as an educator at the Ministry of Education, Eritrea in Northeast Africa. And Dr. Manish sir takes to his credit various publications in well-known journals of Taylor and Francis, AVTC, and Scopus Indexed, and other international publications. His sir has presented papers in conferences and seminars globally, and a marketing enthusiastic and Dr. Manish sir thrives to bring the right knowledge mix of right knowledge of marketing to students based on his years of research in the field. Sir is an active member of Academy of International Business, USA, and Sir has been reviewer of research articles of Inter Science Journals, AIBS International Conference, and UGC research proposals for the postdoc positions. Sir, we are really privileged to have you as a resource person for this session, and we request you to kindly take over the session and address the participants. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Regina. It's always pleasure for me to work and to interact with the young researchers. Basically, in our field, research is very much required. So, and very few people are skilled to that. So, to my best knowledge, I will try to bring some kind of knowledge to this particular young researchers, to this batch of young researchers. So thank you to the management of CMR University. Thank you to Professor Tiwari to give me this opportunity. I am really happy and looking forward positively to contribute in that word. Okay, so today's topic is, am I audible? I think I'm audible.
Yes, sir. You're clear, sir.
Okay, fine,
Yes.
very fine. So participants can, yes, they can
one
write
or two of
something.
them also, let them confirm, sir. Yesterday we had the issue.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine. If in between, usually, Dr. Regina,
Yes,
uh, what I am thinking, first I'll tell something about overall the premises of this particular topic, that is literature review, and then slowly I'll move to the bibliometric analysis, which is actually the topic of the day.
Fine,
And
sir.
in bibliometric analysis, I'll explain some few words, techniques which is related to that. Then we will move to the software hands-on training of the software, which in with me, the people, these all participants, they will, because I have shared the file, I have shared the information about the software which is going to be used in this session. So everything is shared. So meanwhile, with me only, they will do some kind of hands-on, and then in the last part I will share some secrets. Recently, when I published one paper in a listed journal in ABDC list, I'll share the secret of this paper. Why, after getting a lot of rejections, what happened? All of a sudden, I got uh, acceptance. So there are some challenges and some um, issues I want to discuss regarding that only. And then last, we'll of course we'll have some question answer session. I'll just wanted to interact if not, if time allowed, of course we'll be uh, one clue I'll want to give for the paper development workshop in bibliometric analysis. So that's all I am thinking like that. So
Yes, sir.
before I proceed, I want to share few slides because it's always better uh, to share.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just sharing my screen and
Yes, sir.
then we will proceed.
Yes.
In between,
Uh,
one
Madam,
request is there. Yeah,
Madam,
is there?
please mute your mic. I think your mic is creating a problem.
Request all the participants, kindly keep your mics on the mute mode.
Okay, I'm sharing my entire
Yeah.
screens because so many files I want to share with you. I think
Yes, sir.
it has started. Are you getting
Yes. Yes, sir.
my?
We are not still able
Okay,
to see the PPT, but I could see that you're sharing the screen.
okay, that's fine. So, okay, so it is started. Fine. So, and in between, is there any question? You can inbox. You can share in the participant, dear participant. You can write something if you between if you want to interrupt. In between, you can just write something in an inbox, and I will request Regina ma'am
Yes,
to
sir.
just read it for me. Thank you so much. Okay,
Yes, sir. I'll do that, sir.
thank you so much. So yeah,
Yes, sir. Screen is
this
visible,
slide
sir.
is visible.
Yes, sir. It's still opening, but I could see that it's visible. Yeah, sir. It's ready now.
Okay, fine.
You can
So
go ahead, sir.
this is actually today we'll try to
Mhm.
understand what is bibliometric literature review paper and specifically using a VOS viewer software. And when I'm talking about the paper, which is actually for the high impact factor journals. So that will be our main aim today. Now, the first question is I'll quickly go through with this all these things and then slowly move to bibliometrics. So why literature review? This is a big question before we start because we in this academic world we a lot of trends are happening nowadays when we talk about a lot of empirical paper based on quantitative techniques and statistics. So in that word, why literature review paper is important? Actually, literature review paper is important. The first and the most important reason is for the advancement of the subject. Because on the prior studies, on the basis of prior studies, we can try to find out what happened in the past and how, uh, with the help of literature review paper, how the theories has been built. And in on the same way, I mean, today in this world also, in the current scenario also, on the base of previous paper, we can build some theories, some advancement in the current uh, academic word, or you can say subject, whatever subjects we are doing literature review or research. And then for our as a academician, actually, and a researcher, I always have a crabbing of kind of more citation for my paper. So if you write a classic review paper, if you write a review paper, basically you will have more chance to have more citation. So there are two uh, basic aim, you can say, or advantage of writing a literature review paper. Especially a literature review paper, I would like to suggest to all of you, we have to try to find out before we start writing about any literature review paper, we try to find out some areas, maybe some in the areas where from the last 2 3 years or 3 4 years, you try to find out whether some literature review paper have been written or not. Because nowadays, if you talk about some the view of editor point of view, they will definitely look for uh, literature review paper. But the problem is, suppose there is a trending area. For example, nowadays influencer marketing, digital marketing. So these are very trending area. And if you write the literature review paper on that only, so it may be possible that in a high quality impact journal, maybe 3, 4 literature review paper is coming every month. So there is high chance to reject because 3, 4 people, 5, 6 people, paper are coming. So and then he or she has to select only one. So there are chances until unless it's a new thing. What is the new contribution you are uh, delivering on the basis of the literature? That is also one of the very important point. So that will become publishable. So what is the purpose? The purpose is to provide new ideas and direction for the future researchers.
Sir, you are not
I'm gonna go
audible,
ahead.
sir.
Okay. I'm not audible.
It was just for a few seconds, sir. Not a problem, sir. It's fine now.
It's fine. Or everybody is not listening me.
No, no, sir. It's
Am
fine,
am
sir.
I
Please
audible to you?
continue, sir.
It's fine,
No,
fine,
it's
Yes,
fine,
fine.
sir.
it's interruption is there, sir,
That's
in
good.
between
Fine,
voice.
yeah.
No issue. Thank you. Maybe.
Yeah.
So
I think, sir, Manish, sir, you are fine. Your voice is very clear. I think interruption
okay,
is from other side.
okay, okay, fine. So one is the purpose, and I'll show you in my paper also. All the 3 papers I have written in ABDC journal. One is in A, another is in B, another is C. So all the papers. This was the secret when I we when we have able to give the direction for the future researchers, or in some researchers we try to give some create some model based on the various techniques of maybe bibliometric, maybe some SLR, we call it systematic literature review. If you are able to give some insights and add some for example future direction or model development or some kind of hypothesis development, then only our paper is um, going to publish in good journal. So that's today I'll try to discuss on that also. Now renowned provide some generalizable empirical research or provide some new models or methods that can be used in business. So whenever we have on the basis of, for example, today we'll discuss bibliometric method of doing literature review, and there is a thematic analysis in bibliometric uh, uh, research. So on the basis of various this software and different papers, we try to find out what are the uh, different themes, and on the basis of theme can we develop a kind of interrelation model among them. So that will be a, a question to be answered. Now today one more thing I want to share. I when during my PhD program at IIT Delhi, I met a person from USA. She has written a paper on bibliometric analysis only, and we call it uh, co-citation analysis. So in the bibliometric analysis, with the help of VOS viewer software, she has developed a co-citation analysis, and it was published in FT50. You might be knowing about FT50 journals, which are one of the top top to the topmost journal of the world. So in which it was published. I'll show you this this paper also. It is in my uh, uh, file. So I'll show you this also. So these are the basic premises, and
Hello,
And
sir. So your screen sharing, that indication bar is coming on the screen. Can you please hide it?
okay, sure. Yeah. So now, this is very first part of any
Thank you, sir.
literature review. Maybe one of the methodology is bibliometric analysis, but the basic thing is we have to select some journal, some with. So sometimes we go for some database. For example, there's a fifth option. Fifth option is Scopus database. Today we will use a file which has come from, which is downloaded from Scopus database. So generally, when we talk about, especially for today's lecture, when we are using VOS viewer software, this software is using uh, two database. One is Web of Science, another is Scopus. So we'll discuss in detail. I'm just telling you some general selection criteria, because as a part of the methodology in any good literature review paper, you have to mention what is the correct selection criteria, what is the inclusion, exclusion, all these things you have to write down. So I would like to suggest on the basis of my experience that Web of Science is, I think, mostly people prefer, but there is an issue with Web of Science or SSCI journals. What is the issue? If you select the papers which is published from Web of Science, now there is the challenge is, when you prepare a literature paper which is based on the journals which has come from Web of Science, now you can only uh, publish this particular paper in the journal which is again part of the Web of Science, because you are omitting all these database. So mostly editors will not accept, because they will want from where you have taken the references and all. So definitely this is also one of the challenge you have to take. Or for example, if you are taking some journals which are ABS 3 and above, for example this ABS 3 and above, so definitely your literature review paper must go to the journal which is in ABS 3 and above. So this is this kind of technique is also there, people follow it. So generally, for today's discussion, I am just taking Scopus database. Scopus is a very widely used database. We'll have a lot of papers, and specifically when you talk about bibliometric analysis, we need little more number of papers for that. Otherwise, for literature review paper, you can start from 50 or 100 to 500, 600 papers. You can take, depends on your key words and relevance of the topic. Then always we need to mention article selection criteria. Remember it, whenever we develop any kind of literature review paper, whether it is systematic literature review paper or meta-analysis, article selection criteria you must mention. So in that process, you have to clearly mention what is your keywords, what is my title abstract, and and generally if you listen the opinion of the editors of these journals, they'll tell you that 25% of the submitted paper don't have any selection criteria. That is the issue. And also please avoid the books, local journals, local articles. For example, you are writing a paper which is in ABDC. You are supposed to you are planning to send in a B grade or C grade or A grade journal. So basically don't, so avoid these local UGC based journal. And you are so you collect the information from UGC based journal or local journals or local articles. So avoid using this, because this will again, it will not validate your research at international level, and specifically for high impact journal. So two things: one is general selection criteria, another is article selection criteria. These two things are very important. Then title is I'm not going to discuss on that, because title is depends on your subject, but it should be short and focus on the review. with giving some future agenda. Nowadays, we observe in this research or literature review publishing research that they use something like that. For example, meta-analysis and its role in HR, a literature review and future agenda, or a model based. So something future agenda, future direction, these kind of things are nowadays becoming very famous. So titles should be short and focused on review with giving some kind of future direction or model development, something like that. So it is obviously few steps from my side for the young researchers. Sample size may vary. If you are doing systematic literature review, your sample size should be low as compared to bibliometric analysis, because bibliometric analysis will be a kind of quantitative techniques where we try to find out a lot of connectivity between the papers uh, vis-a-vis uh, the citation, co-citation, references, and all. So for bibliometric analysis, we need more papers. For SLR and other things, other method, the less paper also will work. Then timing is depends on various depends on the author also, and depends on the topic also. So lot of things, for example, if you talk about digital marketing, 20 years back nobody was knowing about digital marketing. So automatically, if you talk about customer engagements, so 20 years back there were customer experience engagement. So terms are emerging. I mean, from 10 years back, some different different keywords were used for research, something like that. And so there are some new topic also emerged from the last few years. So that is also we have to take care. And definitely, if you increase the number of years, then go for quality journals. Suppose you are talking about 50 years research you want to do in customer engagement or some particular area. So and you want to take for 50 years, so definitely you go for quality journals. Then you have to go for again then you have to go for this particular, maybe impact factor. You can select from here impact factor more than one, all the journals, all these things. But again, if you want to use this quantitative techniques, that is what we call VOS viewer software, using VOS viewer software with bibliometric, then you have to follow um, the file. You have to take the files or downloaded file from Scopus and all. So then again, depends on the objective. Okay, so your findings should be focus on the findings of your prior studies, and both basically in any kind of literature review, and uh, not exception bibliometric analysis also, we try to find a lot of commonalities and pooling. But it is not that if you work only on commonality, only on pooling, and you're then definitely it is not going to publish, because this will not give the futuristic idea. So only commonality, only pooling will not work. I'll show you with my paper also. I mean, all these things, please remember it. When I show my paper, then we'll try to recall all these things. Okay, so some framework I'm not going to emphasize here. I'm very fond of Professor Justin Paul, who is recently written lot of literature review papers. So he has given two, three techniques. One is ADO, another is TCCM, and 6W. Since I don't know, I'll take, okay, so 2, 3 minutes to finish this, then we'll go to the main topic. Otherwise, then I'll take another um, time for to explain all these things. So in this kind of review paper, we try to, first we review it. Maybe on the basis of bibliometric analysis, we try to review all these things, and on the basis of the results, findings, uh, through bibliometric analysis, we can find out some kind of framework based on all these things. So I'm just giving you the full form of this. I am not going to discuss. Maybe this TCCM framework given by again Professor Justin Paul is related with the theories. What are the theories used in your literature? What are the contexts related to the theories? Then what are the characteristics? I mean, is there any changes from the last 20 years? What are the trend of the changes? What kind of characteristics faced? For example, if I talk about say for customer relationship management in hospitality industry from the last 30 years. So initial 10 years, so mind it, I'm going to evaluate customer relationship management research in hospitality industry with the help of literature review. So, so we try to find out whether is there any changes in the research, what type of researches authors have mostly done in the initial years and in between and now. So we can divide this particular all 30 years into 10 years each. For example, initial 10 years, people, researchers uh, only talked about some kind of what you called um, uh, what is some kind of um, feedback based um, and the communication, marketing communication, which is only based on the feedback. And then slowly they started taking the using the software to get the feedback. But then this CRM software also, CRM techniques all failed uh, because they could not create the connectivity. So then again, few researchers might have written all these things. Then again, set of few researchers might have written that yes, of course, after customer relationship management, what next in hospitality industry? So suppose a marketing program using customer relationship management have got such amount of investments. So what is the outcome? What is the ROI? So that kind of questions will come on the basis of literature review. So that is again one thing. And then ADO framework is antecedents, that is the prior things, prior activities which leads to the decisions and which again leads to the outcomes. So then 6W framework, this very people use it in literature review paper, even bibliometric analysis paper also we can use it. That is the that's what I was telling you. Drive a user no this is provide direction for the future research. So 6W means who, what, when, how, what, some. So these 6W is something like that. So uh, what have been done, who has done it. So we are talking about the authors, we talk about the relationship among authors. The authors, for example, I am writing some paper on a particular topic in India, you are writing some papers in USA. So you are referring one person, I am also referring one paper, you are also referring one paper. So our cited reference is common. So we have some kind of connectivity. That is also a kind of things which we are going to do in bibliometric analysis. So that is again a framework which is not uh, part of the today's discussion, because we will be going to bibliometric analysis soon. And now we have here now. So this is our original topic. And so what is bibliometric analysis? As I told you that I'll explain the bibliometric analysis and few words related to that. So first, bibliometric analysis is a scientific computer assisted review methodology. You can say it's a quantitative types technique also, that can identify core research or authors in that particular area, as well as their relationship by covering all the publications related to a given topic. So it means we use some kind of machine, some kind of software to identify the core researchers, the core publications, the powerful publications in that area, the powerful authors in that particular area, and the relationship among them. So suppose, for example, we have identified the 60, 70 powerful author in particular area of, say, for example, CRM in hospitality. So can we find some trend that what kind of theme they are writing on? What kind of common, maybe suppose, for example, we have identified with the help of bibliometric analysis, 70 top authors in the world. But all the top authors in the world, they are not writing on one particular topic. So can we find out all the topics, which are the most powerful topics? That is also one of, so this is one of the findings of bibliometric review. So systematically, lot of, you know, sub part of bibliometric review, bibliometric literature review. So in that, not only we try to find out the relationship, but we to try to find out the strength of the relationship also. Then uh, theme also, we try to find out some thematic analysis with the help of this. It means we try to find out some bunch of people who are writing, some bunch of authors who are writing in particular area, some authors writing in particular area. So that is also one of the findings of bibliometric analysis. So I think few words I want to, I want you to know. One is bibliographic coupling. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. I think now it is going to be interested, and I request all the young researchers to be with me, because this is the high time, because after that only we'll start the software working on that, and you'll be happy to find out our findings. So bibliographic coupling means, for example, you and I are working on a particular topic. I am writing some paper and you are also writing one paper, but we are not connected directly. We are citing some references. For example, references may be C, D, and E, but this C, D, and E reference is common between you and me. So it means we are co-cited. So we are, a kind of we call it bibliographic coupling. So we are coupled. So myself and you are coupled. Why? Because we have used the same paper in my references, in our references. So that is what you called bibliographic coupling, because this is going to happen in our software. So we should know all these things. So okay, so paper A and B are coupled because they have cited papers C, D, and E in their reference list. Now, some voice.
Just Swapnil,
Okay, fine.
Mr.
So
Swapnil, can you check your mic settings?
fine.
Sir, one
So
question.
okay.
So how do you find that two papers are coupled? How do we find that?
Yeah, actually, uh, when we download the file from Scopus, for example, we write some keywords, okay, in the Scopus database. So with that keyword, we get 400, 500, or 300 papers. So if we check the relevancy, and then after checking the relevancy, after the language and all, so if we can, eliminate all the, you know, the languages other than English, and then other, the subject area other than social science or other than management, or I suppose all of us from the management researchers, I think. Anyway, if it is from computer science, so if you are not adding computer science in that particular database, so there is and then we have to download the file. So when we download the file, we'll have, for one paper we have authors, we have the year, the title of the paper, the abstract, and the all the keywords and all the references. So there are 4 things or 5 things per paper will be downloaded. So it will be a CSV file downloaded. For example, it is for 500 papers. All things are downloaded. So uh, when we um, when we use this file in VOS viewer software, VOS viewer software will tell us that which paper are having the common kind of cited papers. So viewer, this software will tell us. So the answer, I hope I have answered you. I hope.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Software will tell. So, so I'm just explaining here what is the important term used in this software and in bibliometric analysis, bibliometric review papers. So and then another word is co-citation coupling. Co-citation coupling means suppose uh, there is a one author C. C is a author, and C author has given us paper cited A, and C also used B. So A and B are co-cited. Suppose I am Dr. Manish and I am using Dr. Tiwari's paper, and I am using Dr. Rajina's paper in my reference list. So Dr. Majina's paper and Dr. Rajina's paper and um, Dr. Tiwari's paper. These two papers are because it is in my references list. So this is known as co-citation. So this is co-citation coupling. This is known as co-citation coupling. So it is only done because they are having some or other kind of relationship. So that relationship we try to find out with the help of bibliometric analysis also. Now, yeah, just I copied the two documents are bibliographically coupled if they both cite one or more documents in common. The coupling
Sir, I
strength
think
of
your voice is not clear. It's breaking in the middle and it's not clear. I think there's some issue on your side.
no, I think so. Is there anyone else will tell? Then only will come to know. Am I audible, Dr. Tiwari?
You are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. You are audible. Clearly audible, sir.
Okay,
No
so
issues with voice.
so Professor, please check your connection. Then okay. Anyway, you are able to see all these things, isn't it? That's fine.
Dear participants, please check your connection. Speaker's connection is very good and the voice is very clear.
Okay, thank you. Now we have come to the very important part of this, and this. Yeah. So few more things for the researchers who I'm just repeating. What do you mean by bibliographic coupling? What do you mean by co-citation? What do you mean by direct citation? I think if you are able to see this page, you will automatically understand some dotted line, some dash line, and some direct line. So you can see the direct citation means you can see paper 1, paper 2. Paper 1 is cited paper 3, and paper 3 cited paper 4. So you can see this relationship. uh, if there is a dotted line, it means co-citation. And I have given the example of Dr. Rajina and Dr. Tiwari's and my. So you see the what is co-citation. Why I'm telling you, why I'm emphasizing, because this is going to happen in just after a few minutes when I'm going to run the software. All these things will come. And then bibliographic coupling is where is the dotted line. So P1 and P2, because this is they are citing P3, which is common. So it is coupling. So it is not among the coupling only, author also possible. So for example, instead of P1 we can write A1, author 1, instead of P2, author 2, instead of P3, author 3. So if author 1 and author 2 is citing author 3, it means again there is a coupling between, or bibliographic coupling between author 1 and author 2. Likewise, author 4 and author 5 are co-cited. So this is the mathematical, I'll call mathematical beauty of this bibliometric analysis. And I'm sure that at the end of this workshop, definitely you will like to write one paper based on that. One another thing will come, what is called total.
Sir, in that case, sir, P4 and P5 should be P1 and P2, because I mean otherwise in both cases P1 and P2 should be P4 and P5 should be same persons, I mean same authors.
No, 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 no. In fact, P1 is a author. For example, I am writing some paper and I'm giving a reference, one particular paper, which is called C. I'm giving the reference C, and another author is also giving the reference C. So it means myself and that author is coupled. So bibliographic coupling is different and co-citation is different. Co-citation is one person is, for suppose you write a research paper in which lot of references are there, right? So all the references are, they are co-cited. In fact, this is co-cited because I am a person, I am citing paper 1, I am citing paper 2, I am citing paper 4, I am citing paper 5. So these 4 and 5 are co-cited, or paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many papers I have cited in my reference? All are co-cited, right? So and imagine if 500 paper you have downloaded, how many, because your topic is same, your topic is same, in the same topic you have downloaded 500 papers, you imagine lot of relationship. And that's why it is important to understand the results and the analysis of bibliometric analysis through VOS your software. Okay, another is total link strength. This is the last thing which I want to discuss, because then we'll go to total link strength is, for example, we have taken the author keyword. So for example, we have taken 500 papers and each paper is having 5 author keywords. So altogether we have 500 into 5, 2500 author keywords, right? So if all these research papers, 500 papers are uh, uh, collected on particular keyword which is same, so maybe some repetitions will happen. So with that repetition, we'll try to find out which is the total strength of this particular word. So that you call repetition will tell you the strength of the link, or strength of the word, strength of the keyword, strength of the author. So that is link strength, how much linkage you are. So for example, this particular word may be CRM. So in my, I have used CRM, particular person is also use CRM as a keyword, also keyword. So a lot of repetitions happen. So this repetition is actually total link strength. So few things are, I thought it's important before we go proceed for that, because another in the software also a lot of things are there to be discussed. So that is the first part of uh, uh,
Manish sir,
I want
Manish sir,
all of you.
Manish sir.
So we'll start. Yes.
Yeah. Voice was breaking, sir. No, it's fine.
Hello, sir.
Manish sir, can you hear me, sir?
So we can't hear you, sir.
Yeah, participants, please wait for a second.
Wait, I am calling. Sir,
Yeah.
आपका look. Please wait, participant, please wait. There is some technical issue. This is called the technology, some technical issue in his correction.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is session going on or it is on hold?
It is on hold for a few minutes, ma'am. I think resource person is experiencing some issue.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thanks.
Yeah, on back end we're talking to him. Yeah, tell me.
This is Dr. Taranjit Singh, but my name is shown as meeting
No,
guest.
sir, I can see it as Taranjit Singh only, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I am extremely sorry for the. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
you're
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I don't know. Sometimes something happens.
It's okay, sir. Not an issue.
Okay, fine. So I have to. I don't know why my video is not coming, but it's not important right now. I'm just sharing this entire screen once again. And okay.
Sir,
I
just
think
one query. Just had one question. Hello.
Please allow me to finish this. After that
Okay, sir.
only,
Okay.
that's fine, because then the flow will be okay. So my screen is shared now.
Not yet, sir.
Yes, yes, screen is shared, sir. Screen is shared.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. So we'll go for now. I think my main screen is visible to you. I'm
Repeating
just
is not visible, sir.
okay.
It is hold on the hold.
Okay.
Share again.
Yeah, we can see sir screen, no, sir.
Sir, your screen is visible. Now you can just open that folder. The PPT you can open, sir. You can just open the PPT. Your screen is visible.
Thank you so much. So okay, now okay, so this next step was to do some hands-on with the software. So now I think everybody is having software. I'm just opening the software. So we have this. I've given you all these things. So I'm just going to the software. Okay, so with me, you can just open the software. You can write there VOS viewer, VOS.
Sir, some of us, we don't have software,
Software
and
is
even
there.
it is not mentioned, sir.
Okay, so
Okay.
okay, no, so okay, no issue. What I can do, because since this screen is being recorded, I suppose.
Yes, sir. It's recording. We are getting recording, sir. Sir, voice
Screen is being recorded.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir. We cannot hear anything.
I think this session is recorded.
Again, voice is breaking, Manish, sir.
So open the software. Software will open like this.
Sir, we are unable to see the screen. Your software.
So software,
sir,
it's
visible, sir. It's visible.
It will take some time to open, because when 200 people are listening to you, then software also takes some kind of pride, no? Anyway, I'm just okay. So this page, some of you may be able to open this page. Is it possible? About the file? Okay, so little history about the file. I'll just take 1 minute to. So this is a workshop, and this is
इधर आओ ना ज्यादा ऊपर तो नहीं यार
Vijay, sir,
ज्यादा ऊपर नहीं
kindly keep your mic mute.
and with the help of keywords, These all keywords, all doc type, that is publishing, all these years, all these things you'll keep there. And then finally you will get some paper. I got this 650 paper, and then on the basis of relevancy and everything, finally have got 581. So total the file is having, I am having 581. And now I'm going to do some exercises
Sir, can
on
you
the basis.
go these steps backward? What did you just do? We could not understand.
Okay, so uh, okay, so actually, when you this is not very much not very much relevant at that time, but anyway, while downloading the file from Scopus, you have to write some keywords. So for this file which I have sent you, I have written few keywords, that is values education, character education, moral education, and school. These were the four keywords I have used, or and used. So how to download the file from Scopus, that is different kind of procedure. A very simple procedure is there. You have to write the keywords and or. We use and on or. So it means it will give you the download of all the research papers which is having values education or character education or moral education and a word that is called school. So all these papers have come 650. So there is a process in Scopus. You can download all the, you know, all the papers come out in the page, and then that file we are going to use.
Can't hear you, sir.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
I can't.
It is not relevant time that how to download the paper. We are going to use that downloaded
Sir, your screen is not visible to us.
Sir, request if you can start it again. There is a lot of breaks.
Your screen is not visible, sir.
Also, sir, we don't have this software and we don't.
You have to
You have to
where we
download
could
the
find it.
software. You have to download the software, then you can do anything.
Sir, but it is not mentioned which kind
Okay, so
of software we are going to have a lecture today.
I have mentioned all the. You see the brochure. I have mentioned all the things.
okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
I have
what we
mentioned
can,
in the brochure.
okay,
And in that schedule, I have mentioned what, which date, which schedule, what will be discussed in the meeting.
ma'am, what we can do, sir, what we can do, because since it is being recorded, we can share the recorded version to all of you. I think.
Yes,
I think.
yes, sir. I am sharing.
So and then in between, please share my phone number also, my personal phone number, WhatsApp phone number. So so that is there any query in in future, you can just give me a message. I'll be available. Usually Saturday and Sunday you can
Thank you
speak
so
to
much,
me.
sir.
No issue. You can always
Thank you,
welcome,
sir.
because it is the word of cooperation. It is not the word of competition. Academic word basically. Okay, fine. So
Sir,
okay, let
one question. Whatever you are trying to do, it is a cosine similarity you are trying to find between the documents, if I am correct, right?
not only cosine, we have a lot of finding of the themes also based on this, because bibliometric analysis is not only getting the relationship, it is only it is also finding the strength of the relationship as well as the finding out some themes, because this is what is required in literature review or typical literature review paper. And so
Okay.
that's why bibliometrics now. So let me finish this, otherwise then we will be stuck up here. Okay, so with the first page of software, those who have not seen, I'm just going to do it again. For example, I'm just closing it, and if you are be with me, I'm just opening this VOS viewer software once again for you. VOS viewer software. This is, I'm just opening it for you, and then it is opening now. And now be with me. Okay, so this is the first page. Now, those who are be connected with me, please remember this is the first page of the software, and there is a in left hand side there is a thing called map. In map there is a word called create. You can see the create word here. So you have to click create here. So this is the first and important thing, first and important step actually. We have to click on create. So once you click on create, this page will open where choose type of data. So which type of data we want to uh, you want to perform, what kind of analysis. So for example, what you have to do basically with the help of was here in the bibliometric. So we'll go for bibliographic data. Number two, what first is create a map based on network. No, we don't require here. We require number two, which is create a map based on bibliographic data. So this is thing. So we have to click here. We have to click here. Now we have clicked. Now I'm going to the next. So here I'll go to the next one. Okay, fine. So then they it will ask choose your data source. So choose your data source. So first one is sufficient because we have either Web of Science database or Scopus or these kind of things. But since we are discussing that Scopus will work on that. So and our file is based on Scopus. So we'll take the first one. So first one is bibliographic database file, which file we are going to use it. So again, it is automatically selected. Don't need to do it anything. Just go to the next. So I'm going to next. Then again they are asking that which files you are selecting. So Web of Science or Scopus. So I am selecting Scopus because the file which I've sent you, that is in Scopus. So Scopus only. Okay, so you have selected Scopus. I think till this step to everybody it is clear. I think you have selected Scopus. Now we have to find the database, which is actually 581 written some file. So try to find out. It is in my desktop. I'm going to my desktop. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So somewhere I can get, yes, 581 CSV file. That 581 CSV file is directly downloaded from Scopus database. So Scopus database always will have CSV .csv file will be always downloaded. So it is directly downloaded by from Scopus database. So I'm clicking here now. I'm clicking here. I'm selected. Okay, fine. So now this data file is inside now. Now next. I'll go to next now. Okay, fine. So okay, so they are reading this 581 research papers. Now this is the real bibliographic or bibliometric analysis software. We are going to use it. For example, number one is, for example, co-occurrence. So we have co-authorship with authors. So it will give you the relationship between the co-authors and the authors. So for example, you have selected how much paper? 581 paper. So 581 paper, maybe some authors, maybe co-authors. So what is the relationship? Whether they are repeatedly they are using somewhere or related, or there is a link between them or not. One findings. Now basically I am discussing here about the co-occurrence. So first is co-occurrence of author keywords. So I told you that suppose we have 500 papers. So each paper is having 5 keywords, author keywords. So maybe we have 2500 keywords. So what is the co-occurrence relationship between all the author keywords? So I'm going to analyze in this 581 papers the co-occurrence. So the co-occurrence of author keywords. So here type of analysis is co-occurrence. This will create one of the findings of bibliometric analysis. So co-occurrence of then unit of analysis. What will be the unit? We select here author keyword. So co-occurrence author keyword. Let's try to find out what is going to have next. I'm going to display here. We'll go to next. Okay. So uh, so now it will tell you that out of 581 research paper, there are 1117 keywords. Okay. So if the keywords occurrence or repetition of 5 times, the 30 will meet the threshold. So if we increase the number, if we decrease the number, it will increase. So for example, I am increasing one more. I want that I want to cover the keywords which is repeated 3 times. So if I cover the keywords which is repeated 3 times, 82 uh, keywords will come. So let us try to analyze, and then I'll tell you this all depends on the author to author, requirement to requirement. So author's personal requirement may be different. Maybe what you want to show.
Please explain this.
Okay, that's what I'm telling you. So this
Sorry to interrupt.
no issue. The keyword, see, 581 papers must have some keywords. So it is 2000 something keywords was there. Now 1117 keywords. So out of that, it depends on the author. It depends on me how many repetition I want. Suppose I want 3 repetition per keyword, so I'll get 82 keywords. So if I decrease or increase, it depends on me. It depends on me means it depends on the author, what he or she wants. So it depends on your objective. What is your
Sorry,
objective? How
I
many
have a
papers?
question. Sorry to interrupt. The phrase when you are saying repetition of keywords, what does that imply?
See, suppose we have 500 research paper we have selected, right?
Okay.
So in each research paper, we have 5 keywords, right?
Correct.
So all together, how many? 2005.
25.
2500.
25.
Right. So out of 2500 keywords, there will be some keywords which are repeated because topics is same. Your when you downloaded all the papers from Scopus, your topic was same, na? So your keywords must be some repetition. So if the keyword is repeated, it means it's a strong keyword. More people are writing on that. That is one finding actually. So we are going to find out. So please keep your questions at the end so that we can just finish it first round, and then we'll ask the because it is just the first thing. We'll have a lot of things to do, but I think hope I have answered your question.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll go to, for example, I have done this. Maybe I'm taking 3. Why I'm taking 3? Just to show you how to do all these things, and you'll have a beautiful or more insights results on the basis of that. So choose the threshold. I want 3. I mean, each word should be mentioned. Minimum repetition is 3. Maybe 10, maybe 12, but it is the maximum. Minimum I want 3. So in that way, out of 1117 keywords, I got 82. So let us see. Okay, next. So this will be again go to next. So they will see this. So for example, in that area, moral education is occurrence 96 times, but link strength is very high, 114. Then again all these words are coming in there. So now graphics part, we will not stop here because this is just a finding which is not not attractive also. So what is the use of VOS viewer? VOS viewer will give you the graphic representation so that it beautifies your research outcomes. So it is something like that. Yes. Have you seen this kind of in some research paper they use this kind of words, cloud or something like that? So this is a kind of network visualization of the word. So you can see the big circles For example, character education, for example, moral education. So all these things you can see, and then connectivity is also there. So for example, in moral education, you can see the connectivity, tolerance, and then school violence, and then a lot of words are connected, so you can see the connectivity between the keywords also. And then there is a network visualization, there is a, you can come here, overlay visualization also, this little more this kind of thing attractive. Otherwise density is there, people use it, density visualization. This is mostly in a bibliometric analysis. The first step is to understand the author keywords, which are the most keywords used in that particular area, so most powerful. So like that, they one kind of finding. So one finding is in all 581 keywords, which these are the powerful keywords used. So like this, we'll have a lot of outcomes. So this is one. Now, for example, you want to this is also, now I'm telling you one more thing. I think if you go to uh, item, so we have item wise. Now file was this. Now besides file, there is a thing written word called items. So when you click on items, you'll give 14 clusters. So for example, cultural identity, leadership, this is cluster 1. So all the software has divided um, uh, all the keywords into some clusters, 10 clusters, for example, sorry, 14 clusters. So cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. It means the authors which have used the keywords in cluster 1, they may be have kind of relationship among themselves. That is one outcome. So like this, so many things are there. This is not very much important here as a researcher point of view. This is just an outcome. This is 3 types of outcomes are there, but only one you can use. Now I'm just going again and again creating the same thing. Then again, because file is one selected, you don't need to anything, only next, 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 and then again next. So again, now I'll go to the bibliometric coupling. So you remember the word bibliometric coupling. You remember the word when we discussed. So this is bibliometric coupling. Okay. So when I say bibliometric coupling, first is with the documents, with the paper wise, with the source wise. So first I'll just show you the document wise. So bibliometric coupling, document wise, if I see, so what is the coupling, what is the relationship? So again, I have selected here from bibliometric coupling, those who are doing first time, and then here I have selected documents. We have option of selecting sources. Sources means what? Sources means journals. Documents means papers, research paper, research articles. Source means journals. Authors means authors. Organization means the organization which authors belong. Authors belong. That is organization. And countries means, for example, this kind of particular. For example, okay, let me do the bibliometric coupling of countries. So you'll try to find out that this kind of research is most of the research is happening in which countries. For example, if I try to find out, okay, meta analysis, no, metaverse. So metaverse is a keyword. So which are the countries where authors or organizations are writing the most? Which people are writing the most on this topic? We want to find out. So then we go for bibliometric coupling with countries. So in that way also, I'm trying to, okay, let's go to analyze this countries wise. So bibliometric coupling countries wise, if I want to see, so go to next. Then we go to okay, minimum number of document, what you want. It depends on the researcher to researcher. I think, okay, so if you increase it, okay, okay, I think 3 is sufficient per country minimum. Okay, minimum number of citation. If I increase, okay, so 7, maybe 10, I'll take 10. Okay, so now you can understand here, I have chosen a threshold. It totally depends on the researcher. So I've chosen a threshold where I'm trying to find out the bibliometric coupling between the countries. So this topic which countries authors or people are writing the most on this topic. So this, for this example, for this minimum number of document of a country, I have kept here 3, and then minimum number of citation for the country 10, for example. So 26 countries, they are meeting the threshold. Or let me find out which are the countries, and then okay. So this is that. Okay, 26. So next. Okay, so this is, the mostly these value education, moral education is mostly the written at United States of America. Then UK is writing on that. Then Australia, and then Turkey. These countries are promoting the authors who are writing the research paper in the field of that. That will be your one finding. That will be your one finding. So you're not writing the tabular form again, because since we have a software, so it will come there like this. Yes, maybe overlay, you can use this also. Now the mostly, since this circle is bigger, why bigger? Because most of the research papers written on the topic is in United States. But of course, you can see United States research paper is related to Taiwan. United States research paper is related to Malaysia. United States research paper related to Indonesia. So it means the authors which are writing the research paper in United States may be citing the references from the people from Indonesia, maybe the people from New Zealand, maybe from Japan. So something like that. That is the connectivity. This is the beauty of this VOS viewer software. Now another, if you are trying to find out UK, so UK also a lot of connectivity with Taiwan, Turkey. So this is a kind of relationship you are finding out. Then again, you try to find out the items, you go to items, then again 8 clusters. 8 clusters, you can just find out that cluster 1 is having Argentina, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, and all these things. So on the basis of this, you can say that in this
Voice is breaking, sir.
Manish sir.
We could not hear, sir.
Manish sir.
segment, these 6 countries
The
quote
we are not
citation analysis.
audible actually.
1 second. Dear participants, please just give us some reports when we are, even we are also informing, sir. Manish sir, your voice is breaking, sir. Can you please check?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Some connectivity is okay. Now it
Yes.
is, I think.
Now it's fine, sir. In between fraction of seconds, it's happening.
My voice is something I
No,
need
no,
to
no, no.
speak little slow. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss you this segment. This is what you called. I want my listener to be very careful, because I'm trying to discuss on co-citation analysis on cited reference. Before I discuss this particular, this is the last segment of my discussion, co-citation analysis of cited reference. And before, I promised you that I will discuss, I'll show you one paper which was published in FT50. Academy of Management, everybody must be knowing Academy of Management. It is the paper from Academy of Management Annals. Means it is the paper from the word top of the top research journal. This is FT50 research journal. This was published. So I'll show you the paper first, and then I'll tell you how I have done this particular same replication in my paper also. So just give me another 5 minutes, I think. This, remember, we are doing co-citation analysis of cited reference. Co-citation analysis of cited reference. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just go. I'll just show you this. Okay. So okay. We'll do one thing. Okay. So first I'll finish this then. Okay, this I'll just, this number of increasing decreasing depends on the researcher. I'm doing it because I have to show you something, or you can, as a some you can take minimum, understand something. If you can understand something, you can just increase and decrease, and by decreasing the number of citation, you can have more papers or less papers, and then whatever result you want, depend on that, you can do this exercise. So I'm just decreasing it because I want little 33. Okay, 33, let us. So I want I just want to show you, if I've taken the minimum number of citation of a cited reference, that is 4, the total cited reference I have got 33, uh, which is actually coming out. Meeting the threshold means these are coming out. So now I'm going to do the next. Okay, fine. So, okay, next. So these are the cited reference and total link strength, but we are not very much worried about this. We are worried about this particular thing. So yes, okay. Okay, yes. So now this has come. Now this is what, this is a kind of co-citation analysis of cited reference. Please remember, just be there. Okay. Number one, research journals. So now in
So you are not audible.
this,
Voice is breaking, Manish sir. Manish sir, can you hear me, sir? Sir, you are not audible, Manish sir.
are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, the screen is visible, sir. Screen is visible, sir. Manish sir. Still you are not audible, Manish sir.
I have called him, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now I are getting my voice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's clear, sir.
No voice, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now so you're audible, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So I think I've already shared the screen. Screen is shared, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this I was talking about this research paper in which she has done this co-citation mapping with 4 clusters. So how I'll tell you how to find out these 4 clusters on the basis of co-citation, and then how to create a kind of theme based on all these things. That will be the last thing to discuss, and then I'll take the questions. Okay, so so this is the result there. It is a kind of thing. This is in our exercise. It is a co-cited co-citation analysis of cited reference, and in which we try to find out, if we try to find out the cluster, so we'll go to click on items. So if you do okay, so if you click the file and then you click the items, so if you click the items, it will bring you, it will give you the 6 clusters. So cluster 1 is having 8 items. So what are these 8 items? These are 8 set of authors. It is a set of 8 authors which must be having the common theme. So for that, we need to do something manual exercise. We need to go through with all these 8 papers to understand on which common theme they have written. So that will be one cluster. So like this in this research paper also, this she has, and this was the finding. Basically, this particular thing, co-citation map in which she has developed the clusters, and then after developing the clusters again with the help of literature, you can find the interrelation between the papers. So that is the way of doing all these things. So here also, if in my paper also here, what we are doing here, we have 6 clusters, and in each cluster, cluster 1 for example, 8 items and 7 items, something like that, then 4 items, and then what is the result, what is my takeaway, because this is the result which machines are telling. What is my takeaway? I have to, as a researcher, I have to go through with all these researches, all these co-authors, and try to find out what are the common themes they have written on that. So for example, I have developed this particular paper, so that's why I know this. I'll give you 1 minute, give me, then I'll, okay, so this is where actually this is bibliometric, yeah. So I think I where's the customer relationship management scopus anyway. So okay, for example, in a relationship, this was my paper published in A Journal. So on the basis of that, what I have done, okay, this is, I'll show you. This was the secret also, I'll tell you. On the basis of the clustering, this is actually I have developed one of the most objective of the research papers to provide direction to the research in the domain of CRM. So on the basis of the clustering in a different research paper, I have developed the research questions. So when you read all these 6 papers or 4 papers, which is again the cluster given by the software, if you read thoroughly and try to find out some, in here, I try to find out some future direction with the help of the research paper given in one cluster. So for example, the first was, this was in the hospitality industry. So this was the, what is the future of widely prevalent loyalty programs in hospitality industry? Is there any strategy other than loyalty program that hospitality CRM managers can deploy? So this is my contribution, and I'll tell you the secret. These 4 contribution based on the 4 clusters, we have done it, and on the basis of that, this particular created. So these are the, in the clusters, we try to find out the findings, and this is the future direction. Again, the next one was this particular, as CRM has largely become software and technology centric, the less focus on building the actual relationship. What is the CRM in modern times? So on the basis of these literature, we have come to the this particular things. So these clustering, the co-citation analysis can be used to find out some future direction also. And if any way, anyhow, if you are able to create a future direction based on clustering, or based on some kind of any,
Sir, voice is breaking, sir.
maybe
Manish,
some
sir.
literature review.
Sapna ma'am, kindly keep your mic mute.
Okay, fine. So based on the clustering, we can find out the themes, or we can find out the future direction, or we can find out the any kind of modeling development or hypothesis development. Maybe somewhere while writing, working on the clusters, different clusters, we can have lot of themes, or some future direction, or some future research questions. All these kind of things will possible if we are able to put all these things. Then only our paper is going to publish in a better journal. Anyway, what I think that still so many things are there to explore. I with this forum, in this forum, I can only tell, with the paucity of time and all, please download the software, number one. Please read this recording. You will get the recording, and uh, go through with the recording. uh, I'll share some research papers along with this my paper also. Please go through the paper, go through with the recording, and try to do something what I have done with the software. Do some hands-on, and and one thing I can guarantee, that I am very much open to every one of you. I am very much open to the all young researchers of India, or whatever is who can contact me, and open to writing a research paper together also. If you have something, you can just write me a mail, and then together we can do some projects also. So I'm open for everyone, for everything. And my motive is actually research is in academic world, we are very much we are in minority, in fact, and very few people are in this academic research. So as a researcher, always I'm open to collaboration, because I believe that it's not the competition, it is the collaboration age. So with that, I'm ready to take the questions. If it is there, 2 or 3 questions. Otherwise, you can write me a mail also.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, yeah. Sir, it's nice to hear that you are very open to others also. So just my question is that regarding this analysis, and there is also something called SNR, systematic review. So is the SNR used in certain aspects, or we can use both SNR and this analysis also?
I think let me just come to the main screen, and then we'll I think you SLR and where is the team? Okay, so uh, the the best thing is the combination of bibliometric analysis as well as the SLR, because SLR will give you a different insight of the research paper. So if we can combine this bibliometric analysis and SLR to reach at the at some framework development, at some model development, then it will be always better. So always, SLR is a different type of methodology in which we try to analyze all this, paper, year of the paper, how much, again, uh, there also sub themes are there. So this bibliometric analysis will help in development of SLR, will beautify your SLR techniques also. So that is also, so they both go in together also.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
So, as you said that this bibliometric analysis will be for findings of prior studies, commonality, and feeling. So, my question is that how can we bring novelty to my bibliographic paper with a engaging and readable title?
Okay, so novelty will only come when our paper is uh, giving some kind of future direction, which is from the existing research paper. So and bibliometric analysis is actually helping in development of some kind of theme or some kind of research questions, but it is not directly coming to the result. We have to do something manual, and that is our intake, because we cannot depend on machines only. We cannot depend on software only. So what I am telling you, if we want to bring some novelty in this research, definitely we have to do something manually also. So SLR could be combined with the this bibliometric analysis, and then we have to use some kind of model related with that. I discussed in the beginning, TCCM model, ADO model also we have to use. So all these combination, when it's combination is there, then only it will bring some kind of quality, and it will be a ready to publish.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, sir. Yogesh Kumar here, sir.
Hi.
Regarding bibliography, sir. Can I talk, sir? Hello.
Yes.
Sir.
I'm listening.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
listening to
Regarding
you.
the bibliography, what? Yes, sir. So whatever authors we read and whatever articles we collect, we have to mention the gist of the articles, whatever we have read in the publishing papers also. No? We have to give the credit. Apart from that, we have to mention what the main intact we have gained from that articles.
Yes, of course. You have to, actually see, for example, you have studied 100 of papers. So maybe 100 of papers are not giving in one direction. Maybe all hundreds of paper are having 10 directions. So it is your intake, it is your contribution. You try to find out these 10 direction. One, that is one. Then what is the relationship? What kind of authors are writing in what type of things? Which are the more contributors, less contributors? Then what may be the future agenda based on your own analysis, which is actually based on, for example, we have divided into clusters. So if you read the one cluster in which 6 authors are working together, maybe apart from the theme, you can just find out some agenda which they really want to work. Maybe because in every good research paper there is some future agenda. So future agenda of 1, future agenda of 2, future agenda of 3, you combine all these things. It's very simple, and but it is complicated process. Complicated in the one sense that you have to envisage something new out of all these 10 research agenda. What is the most common and what is the most thing which is going to happen? So for that you can give some future direction to the researchers. That will be, maybe you can develop some model, maybe you develop some framework. So that will be your contribution. But yes, of course, literature review you must give the contribution to the all researches done in past.
Question, sir, on
Hello,
basis
sir.
the
Can I?
clusters.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Clusters.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
When you were explaining because of the communication problem, something we missed out about how to get that CSV file when you did a search. You said ki Scopus, then you got a file 581.csv. Can you just elaborate again, please?
Well, I'll just give you the actually. Do you have Scopus database access?
Yes.
So in the Scopus database access, you have some. If you open the page, open the first page where author the search keyword something it is written, in which you write some few keywords. If you write the keywords, and you click the button, you click the button. I mean search button. Then series of papers will come. So there is an option of download at the first page only, download. So if you put the button download, first you have to select all and then download button. So if somebody knowing Scopus will easily tell you how to write the keywords, and after keywords you put some papers will come, and then you can some eliminate some paper. There's a process of eliminating. Maybe you want only English language articles, you want only computer science based articles. So there's some elimination round is there, it is there in the Scopus. People will easily tell you. But when you want to download, you have to select the papers. So you have to select all because you are downloading all. So you have to select all and then download button. So when you download the button, the option will come that whether you want in Excel or CSV, something like that, in which CSV button we have to click, because our software, this VOS viewer software, will only accept CSV file. Is that clear?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so I think I'm going to take the last question now, and with I think Professor Regina will agree with me. I'm just going to take the last question. After that, Professor Regina, I would like to request you to send my phone number to everyone. If is there any query, they can WhatsApp me or email me, and I can answer. I'll be. So is there anything,
Sure,
or yeah, is there anything, or we can wind up now?
Any
Sir,
last
there was
question?
Sir, there was the option analysis NIS2 item in that VOS software.
Yes.
So what way we can use that analysis option also, sir?
In VOS viewer software analysis.
Yeah, NIS2 item, it was there.
Next items analysis generally, what
Manish sir.
Sir, your voice is cracking. So I think, sir, your voice is cracking. Now we should wind up, and we will share the recording, and we will connect again.
Tell you
Yeah, Rajina madam, I need to say something.
Yeah, please tell me, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
fine.
madam, actually, in between for 15
Yeah,
to
yeah.
20 minutes, I have been locked out due to some technical reasons. So, should I need to mark the attendance again?
Yeah, we have been taking it on the backdrop, sir. No problem.
Okay, so can I? Okay, sorry. Can I answer to this question? Actually,
yes, sir,
I want
please,
to
sir.
finish it. Okay, fine. So this analysis part, ma'am, what's your name? Who has asked the question?
No, I'm Devi. I'm Devi.
Devi ma'am. Yeah,
Devi,
Devi
yes,
ma'am.
sir.
Actually, I actually usually I don't prefer to go by analysis by the machine itself. So,
Okay, sir.
but generally, right now I can't because I'm not using this analysis part. But you
Okay,
can
sir.
try it. You can try it. But accuracy, I have doubt. So that's why I am using only these two. And my papers are. You can just go through in the Google Scholar profile. You'll have some papers, and I'll share some papers also with you, so that you
Sure,
can
sir.
have a clear-cut idea on that.
Yes, thanks a lot, sir. It is really a new thing I have learned today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Dear participants, I will tell you, those who are worried about their attendance, I will update you that this is a paid version of this Microsoft team, and it records automatically when you have entered in the meeting, when you have left the meeting, and again when you have entered in the meeting, and again when you have left the meeting. All thing is recorded automatically. No, we have nothing to do in manual form. So don't worry. If you have been logged out and you have joined again after 10 to 15 minutes, then it will be recorded. Okay, Rajna ma'am, please proceed.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Manish, sir. In fact, the session was very interesting, and we really want to. I think all the participants will also agree with that. Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge. On behalf of School of Economics and Commerce, CMR University, I thank you, sir, for accepting our request and joining us today, and actually you have enhanced our joy of learning, sir. And I would also like to, you can see a lot of people thanking you and clapping there, which clearly indicates that they're really happy with your session, sir. I would like to express my appreciation to our resource person, Dr. Manish Kumar Srivastav, for joining us today, sir. And your knowledge has actually added an extra spark to us, the event, sir, and made the event more special. Finally, last but not least, I would like to thank all the faculty members of SOEC, and also a special thanks to our director, sir, Dr.B.B. Tiwari, sir, who has actually been the backbone behind, giving the approval and all that. And the sir is the one who has made the event to happen today. Thank you once again, sir, for this. And all the participants, wishing you good luck and God blessings over your lives. Signing off for the day. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you, Manish, sir, once again.
Thank you so much, Professor Regina.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to meet you sometime. Thank you so much.
Yes, sure,
And
sir.
thank you, Professor Tiwari. Thank you, all participants. I am always there
Yes.
to for the academic work or for the research work. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. We will share them all the details, sir, as you your mail ID and your phone number, all that we will share, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
You can leave for the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night, all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Hopefully, you will share the PPT, ma'am.
Yeah, the PPT and as well as the recording session, and also all the reference links, what was referred by the resource persons, and what all that background data, everything we will share, sir, at the end.
Thank you, ma'am. Share his number also, ma'am, so that you
Yes,
can ask any kind of
as
questions.
our mail ID and contact number, as they have requested, we will provide you with that, sir.
Please,
Thank you.
In the group, yesterday recording has been shared. First session recording has been shared.
Thank you, sir.
Day one's recording has been shared on the group. It says, please kindly check. Amit sir from Amit sir from New Delhi yesterday was requesting for a recording session, sir. You can find it there. Let's see if it's there or it's left. Yeah, you can all leave. Thank you. Tiwari sir, thank you, sir. I'm leaving, sir.